Today we're talking about more movies that are not that good. And this movie is called Kuffs. Yeah, that's the movie's title, Kuffs. And yeah, I actually own this movie. I didn't know why I bought it. Someone told me it was such a classic movie. But this movie is very, very mediocre. It's very, very one of the mill. And it's not as bad as, freaking Ron DeMille said it was, but this movie is very, very, very one of the mill. It isn't really a special movie or a movie that you really have to see. There wasn't really anything special about this yet. It's just another mediocre film that they released. And yeah, not every movie has to be amazing or groundbreaking. I know that, but this movie is another very one of the mill movie. It felt very one of the mill. It doesn't it, like you have? It's very similar to Die Hard. Well, they capture the guy and someone else has to save them or something like that. They made it very similar to other movies. It isn't really, this movie is not really a classic or any one of the say. I don't know who, and yeah, not many people really like this movie either. This is just another generic movie. I think the IMDb score really reflects this. And I'm not gonna really look at Rotten Tomatoes because again, Rotten Tomatoes they did screw themselves over with pandering towards Disney, whereas that's what they do now. That's what Rotten Tomatoes is. It's just a site that just panders to Disney, but this movie isn't that great. It movie wasn't really that memorable, and probably won't really watch it again. It's not really that amazing. As well, it's not really that great, and yeah, it doesn't really have any good scores on sites as well. I don't really look into what the critics say about the movie because again, the critics could say a movie is very, very, very bad, very, very, very bad. But yeah, a lot of the movie is generic. With the guy wants to kill his brother, so now he wants to become a cop to beat the guy who killed his brother. And yeah, that's not really that amazing of a movie as well. So yeah, I don't really recommend this movie that much. So there we go. So that is Kuffs. Again, it did get better received by the fans than by the critics, but it still is not a good movie in my books. It's just mediocre. So final score is 5 out of 10. Goodbye.